Hi, I'm Joseph Guay, and you're here in my studio with me, and working with the brilliant photographer and great friend Bennett. So I'm really excited for this interview. So probably when I was 28, I decided to try to do this for a living, and spent almost 18 years doing work that I was just fascinated with. So I would do painting, sculpture, dove into photography, a little bit of everything, but it was more the excitement of being able to do it for a living, and to be able to support my family and people on it. So I did kind of whatever people wanted from me. I was in a scrapyard and found this container of AR-15 shells, and I was really fascinated, like, why are these here? Who used them? Who dumped them in a scrapyard? Like, what was the reason for that? And then started diving into the whole thing of trying to source some of this material, and then realized, okay, you can reload bullets, and there's a whole business in selling used shells and reloading them and being able to stay even more under the radar with your ammunition, so no one has any record of how much you have or don't have. And then there's also a little bit of an art to that. There's people that polish the bullet shells again, reload them, they make them look like new. So it's been really fascinating buying, thousands of pounds of ammunition, tons of gunpowder and things, and never getting any type of repercussion from it. Like, no one's actually inquired, why am I buying all this material? So, and then I've even gone to the point of buying a Humvee from the actual government. That took me about 6 months. That one I was on a waiting, or a little bit of a watch list, and some background checks to acquire that. But until that piece, I was really shocked that no one would really wonder why I was buying so much stuff. Probably when everything happened with Trayvon was like the breaking point, because I had thankfully had some success as an artist and had kind of got to a point where I could then maybe do what it means to be an artist, which is to kind of use your voice and to speak up about your environment and the world you live in and reflect that a little bit. So when I started seeing everything with Trayvon Martin and Alton Sterling and Eric Gardner, I kind of snapped a little bit creatively and realized, I can't do pretty art when there's these kind of things happening that I'm seeing, and then go in the studio and forget that I'm seeing that and create something that should be beautiful. And I sort of wanted to do one exhibit that would be reflective of what I was seeing. It wasn't even about trying to change anyone, yet I really wanted people to kind of just take a different look at things. So I started making these bullet panels that would make you see thousands of bullets and question, okay, does this guy love guns? Does he hate guns? Where did all these bullets come from? What is this about? And to make pieces that would create conversation rather than me pointing the finger at somebody. So I feel like a lot of the last couple years has been making work that would kind of mirror society and where we are today. So maybe one day, 30, 40, 50 years from now, we'll look back at some of the pieces I made and myself look back at them and be like, wow, I can't believe that's what we were witnessing, is a record number of school shootings for a year, 42 children died in one, block of time in the spring, and, things like that. So I really, really wanted to be like a mirror of society with my work.